Hi beauties, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today I am so excited to show you how to create a glossy lid eyeshadow look. And I'm going to be using a face and eye gloss by ColourPop, but you can use Vaseline for this as well. And I really want to make this video to show you how easy this look can be and how quick it can be. And we're going to be using one of the trending shades for this year, which is a cobalt blue. So I know it can be really intimidating to incorporate color into your eyeshadow, and I want to show you how pretty this looks and how easy it is and why you should not be intimidated. The colors that I'm going to be using today are going to be really pretty on fair skin, or if you have lighter eyes like blue or green, it's going to be really flattering on you. So let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial. So like I mentioned, I'll be using the ColourPop Face and Eye Gloss. It's called In the Clear. But of course you can use Vaseline like I mentioned, or there are sprays that you can also use to get that wet look effect. So this is gonna be a really pretty blue ocean look. And then you will need a flathead brush similar to this one. And then also a very defined angle brush. So you'll need these two brushes. You'll need an eyeshadow primer. This is not required, but it is a nice to have, especially to create this look, to make sure everything stays intact. And then lastly, you'll need some shades. So I'm gonna be using the So Jaded ColourPop and Kathleen Lights collaboration palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. I can't tell you how many times I use this, and the shades in here are just gorgeous. So these are what they look like, and we are going to be using this shade here and this one right down here. So this is turquoise and this is sapphire. So we're gonna be using those two shades today, and then we also will be using this shade up here called Diamond. So if you don't have this exact palette, that is completely fine. Go ahead and find similar colors to what I just showed you, and then I also swatched these on my hand. So this is that turquoise shade, this is sapphire, and then this is diamond. So if you can find shades similar to these, again, really the most important one is gonna be this one right here. This is honestly optional, and also this one, but I think it will make the look super pretty and just have a really fun ocean effect. So I mentioned that you would need an eyeshadow primer, and that is because this will lock in your eye look, especially since we're using a gloss. You wanna make sure that this is locked in from both sides, so from your eye primer and then also the gloss. Gloss will provide a protective layer over your eyeshadow, so it's like both ends are getting protected, so the eyeshadow's in the middle and it won't come off. At least that's the hope. So I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Eyeshadow Primer. Really, any eyeshadow primer will work for you. Literally just personal preference. I think all of them work pretty similar, but you just wanna put this all over your lid. We're gonna go ahead and dive into that really deep, rich blue shade called Sapphire. And what we're gonna do is use our flathead brush. So essentially what we're going to do is use this brush to pack on that shade, starting underneath the brow bone. So this is my brow bone right here. So we just wanna go right in the middle on the crease shade, and we're just gonna pack that on halfway across the lid. And then for the other half, we are going to use that pretty turquoise shade. So let's go ahead and put that on. This one is super pigmented. ColourPop's shades are just always fabulous, but this one, I can tell a difference between turquoise and sapphire. It is extra pigmented, so I'm gonna be really light-handed with it at first. Okay, and then I'm just going to pack this on and build it up. Okay, and you'll notice that there's quite a lot of fallout with this eyeshadow, and that's okay. We will clean it up at the end. But what I'm also doing is making this a little bit angled on the outside because that's gonna make a really pretty winged kind of eyeliner effect because we will not be using eyeliner for this look. So now that I have that on, I'm still gonna use my same brush, but I'm gonna use the other side of my brush. I'm gonna go into that turquoise shade and I'm going to put that on the other half of my lid. And then what I'm gonna do is take a little bit more of that turquoise shade and I'm going to put that in the middle where there's the line in between turquoise and sapphire so that it kind of melds together. There's still gonna be a harsh line, but that's okay. That's kind of the effect that we're going for. So next what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just clean off my face. And what you can do is just take a fluffy brush and wipe that off. Okay, now that that is cleaned up, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the gloss. So this is what it looks like. Literally, it just looks like gel. It's very, very sticky though. So look at that. We're just gonna take a small amount on the finger because a little goes a long way, but you can absolutely use a brush. It's really just personal preference, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger, and what I'm gonna do is start from the outside in, and you just want to tap. So I'm gonna stick to that outside color first and make sure that is good, and then I'm gonna go back in and put that over the turquoise. And you may need to use a brush to get into the smaller parts, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab one and get the outside edges. I'm actually gonna use a concealer brush for this because I think that this will give me the precision that I'm looking for. Okay, next what we're going to do is line our eyes using that very small angled brush, since we can't put on eyeliner over this gloss. So instead what we are going to do is line our eyes underneath using that cobalt blue color. And we are basically going to match what we did up here. So we're going to start on the outside and line that cobalt blue and then go on the inner corner and do turquoise. So since we're using that same brush, I'm actually going to start off by using that turquoise color and putting that on the inner corner. Now we're going to use that sapphire color. Okay, and lastly, we are going to take that diamond shade. This is a very glittery, shimmery shade. So if you don't have this palette, just find something similar, and we are just going to pop this on the inner corner. Okay, now that that is on, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara. Now, normally what I recommend for fair skin or those that have blue or green eyes, I recommend black, brown, or brown mascara, but for this look, it is very dark. It's definitely a nighttime look. I'm gonna go ahead and use black mascara. Okay, now that that is on, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some highlighter. Now this is definitely optional, and I do already have some on, but this product that I'm about to use is amazing and will just complete the look. I'm going to use the Becca Zero No Pigment Glass Highlighter for face and lips. What I'm gonna do is just pop that on top where I would put my highlighter. A lot of times I will use this when I don't have any makeup on. Like, it's a great thing to throw like in your gym bag or anytime, you know, in the summertime when you're at the pool. It's just a nice look and it adds that natural highlight. So looks absolutely amazing with this look, but again, completely optional. So my skin finish is matte, but you can definitely do a wet look with this as well. I'd recommend that for the summertime for sure. Right now it is winter. So I think for summer that would look really, really good. And that is also a trend right now. It's called dolphin skin if you're not familiar with it, but essentially your whole face looks wet. So that would be a really, really pretty look for summer. But to complete this look, we of course need a lipstick, but I'm gonna keep this really, really simple because We do have so much going on already, but we need something glossy down here. So what I'm gonna do is just pop on this NYX This Is Everything lip oil, and this is in the shade Sheer Blush. This is a light pink topper. So a lot of times I'll wear this on top of a lipstick because it just is super moisturizing. But for today, I'm just gonna put this on top of my lips because it'll just make it look really good. Okay, this is the completed look. What do you guys think? I think this turned out really, really nice. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and then leave a comment down below if you have tried this trend, whether it's the blue eyeshadow trend or the glossy eyelid trend. Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. But that was all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys in my next video really soon. Bye!